I did it! I finally made a video that I like. Hey everybody, I put this video up on Wednesday that was, it was a poem. And I delivered it like it was not a poem. And I was very, very happy with it. Yeah, and now it's Friday. I'm supposed to make another video. Now, the thing about making videos 3 times a week is that then it's normally great, because usually I put out a video, I despise it, I pull out a few strands of hair, because my hair is important for this whole YouTube thing, so I can't just tear all of it out. And then I go, okay, well, I'll just make a better one next time. But then I make this Wednesday one, and I'm watching it, I'm like, I like it. Now I don't want to put something out today, because then when people go to the channel, like, oh, what's the last thing you put out? Oh, it's just some weird Friday video. So I'm not going to put out a video. This is not a video. This doesn't count. If you go to my channel and you want to see what the most recent and coolest thing I put out was, it's Wednesday's video. This one isn't a real thing. So I want to talk to you guys about a kind of a long-term goal. Now, I've been the type of person that doesn't have long-term goals. I'm not really the body shape and general health of the type of person who has long-term goals. But I've had this idea in the back of my mind, and it's something that, and it's years away. And usually when you have these ideas, you're like, wouldn't it be cool if, and you think about it, and then like a month later, it's, you know, it's never in your brain. This one's been around long enough, and I feel like I want to talk to you guys about it, even though who knows if it'll ever go to fruition. So one of my favorite movies of all time is Annie Hall, and I also really like House of Cards, both the UK and the US versions. Those two things aren't really related, except for one thing, in that they break the fourth wall. That wall that basically says, you are not here. I am interacting with someone right over here. When you see people in movies, they don't talk to you like this. They talk to you like this. And they're not really talking to you. You're not part of this. You're observing. Get out. You're a pervert. You're a peeping Tom. Watching movies makes you a pervert, apparently. But here's the thing about those works that do break the fourth wall. I remember Woody Allen had an interview where he said something profound and funny. The gist of which was that he decided to just talk directly to the audience because this is such a relatable thing. He didn't want to have that barrier of, let's construct a narrative that gets you to engage in the discussion. He's like, why don't I just talk to you? This is an important thing. And House of Cards uses this in a different way, because there's one character that talks directly to you and everyone else is oblivious to the camera. What it does is that it makes you complicit in the actions of this, spoilers, not super nice character. That really wasn't a spoiler. I mean, he looks evil in the posters. Come on, guys. What I particularly like about these things isn't necessarily that they break the fourth wall, but rather the fact that they break the fourth wall shows us that the fourth wall exists, and it reinforces that we have that expectation, that when we're watching stuff, we are a passive observer. We're not part of the story. They're not aware. It's a whole thing. It's part of the standard rules of film and television. And every artistic medium has certain rules. Not rules that you ever have to follow, but rules that are kind of general guidelines. So then it's particularly noticeable when you don't do that. If you are a canvas painter and instead you paint on toast, people are gonna be like, what's up with that dude? I am the best at giving examples. But here's a question that I have. What are the rules for long form media on YouTube? Because right now, I'm not talking to this implied actor over here. I'm talking to the real actor. You're not an actor. Are you credentialed? Are you part of the equity? No, you don't, but you are a viewer. I'm talking to you. That tangent undermines my point, which was not good, because I'm making a point. This is not a good video. Up until now, what we've seen from YouTube filmmakers is basically filmmakers doing filmy type stuff. And it's not a fourth wall breaking thing. And I would like to basically make kind of a new Annie Hall. Not that it has anything to do with Annie Hall at all, but just the sort of thing where it is so important that I talk with you, that we have this kind of dynamic throughout a long-form narrative content piece, fancy words, elitism. Now, what does this actually look like? I have no idea, but I do know that that's something that I would like to do, and I do know that it's not something that I can do for years, but I want to create something that kind of helps define the YouTube long media narrative genre and helps build that box. Not because rules and boxes are inherently good, but because they help create a framework that you can either work within or work without, but it's something that you can kind of dangle things off of, and you can make commentary about the platform because there is that whole platform box thing there. I've used so many words to describe the box. We're thinking outside the box. Anyway, that's just sort of a long-term goal for me. I need to learn how to screenwrite, and I need to learn how to light things properly, because this is not good lighting, by the way. It just looks good because I'm so pretty. I need to continue to build an audience, so if I ever do make the thing, I can get it out there. There are a lot of things, a lot of shorter-term goals, but I do think that at one point in my life, I would like to kind of make something that is like a film, but with this same sort of communication dynamic of me talking to you, but there's still a story and it's still a film, sort of. That's my long-term goal. It's crazy, it's not well thought out, but it's been sitting in my brain for about 6 months. And I've committed to raising my arms up like this now, and I feel like it'd be weird if I lowered them before the end of this video. So this is the end of the video. See you on Monday.